good? What's good, my beautiful infinite beings? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. At this channel, we engage spiritual alchemy to help you realign, transform, and live your best life. Today, we'll talk about 6 ways that you can reconnect with your inner magic. In some cultures, the number 6 is synonymous with creation, with harmony. When you practice the next 6 tips regularly, you will tap into and cultivate your inner magic and feel inspired to create a life you love. You begin to show up and harness your personal power. Let's get started.
Infinite being, use your intention, love your life.
Practice heartfulness. Tune in, and if something is true to your heart, express that. First, get quiet and allow yourself to free fall into your heart. Or maybe a little more of a controlled descent, if you like a little control. I grew up with a lot of rules.
There should be a balance of rules integrating emotional expression so fear of retaliation isn't an issue.
And it was particularly difficult for me to express my emotions to people. I would often put up a wall, a boundary, sometimes out of protection, but sometimes just because this is what was expected of me. But I found when you lead with your heart, when you allow yourself to express your emotions, you feel into your own truth. And that can lead to an openness and a willingness and a place of creation. Allow yourself to go quiet and ask yourself the question, is this truly what I want or what I need? Is this something that not only benefits me, but for the entire creation? It is okay to feel. It is okay to express from your heart. Be authentic.
The sooner you let go of who you think you need to be,
The sooner you become more of who you truly are. I've heard that quote many times, revamped by different people. Now, I believe that's by Michael Singer, Untethered Love. There was a time where I used to always try to fit in because that was the thing to do. But sometimes you find you're just a little bit different from other people, and eventually you can come to the point that it's okay to fit out. If you're not exactly like the rest of the group, or if you feel that you've got a different take on something, that's okay too. Be yourself. Be authentic to yourself. When we're not authentic to ourselves, we shut ourselves down, we shut down our creativity, and we stall our very own magic. You have 86,400 opportunities a day to be present and to be yourself in that present and to create a life that you love. When we are aligned with our energetic nature, true nature, it causes us to show up authentically and creates from a place of love, which I mentioned before. You want to create at love or above, 500 hertz or above. It moves us to a space of limitlessness. There's a beautiful quote by Maya Angelou.
she talks about being authentic, your true self. When you know you are of worth, you don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to become rude. You don't have to become vulgar. You just are. And you are like the sky is, as the air is, the same way the water is wet. It doesn't have to protest.
So don't be afraid to step out of your box. Are you in a relationship that doesn't serve you? Are you finding that you have to quiet your own way of thinking or expression just to placate the other person, just so the other person feels comfortable? Cultivate your intuition. Just some time ago, I was going through the beginning stages of chemo, and it was before the country first shut down for the pandemic. And I had the opportunity to go to Sedona, a place that I've wanted to go for a really long time, Texas, spirituality, my kind of thing. So it didn't make sense to go, but my spirit was uneasy by saying no. It was as if I had to go. And the truth is, it was an amazing trip. Even though it was short, I got more strength from it. And it allowed me to be out in nature, literally upgrade my energetic self. I felt more connected, more alive, and joyful by going there. And what seemed like everything just falling into place was a big, huge synchronicity that allowed me to start this channel in spite of being truly, truly concerned about what people think and what my topic should be about. And Sedona allowed me to not only have a place of adventure, but it gave me the connections, and it allowed me to release old thought patterns and situations and relationships that were not serving me. If you get a sense that you should be doing something in an intuitive sense, in spite of the fear, and fear is there really for more of a protection, which is great when you have to run away from a pack of wolves. But when it's something that's simply pushing you out of your comfort zone, go for it. Get quiet. You can use meditation as a tool to shift your nervous system, to help you rewire for success. Have fun.
As a child, and as Deepak Chopra mentioned a Rumi quote in a lecture that I observed, exchange your cleverness for bewilderment.
During this metastatic breast cancer journey, I noted that I was getting very tired and not quite myself. One of the things that I was concerned about was not feeling attractive, not feeling myself, losing a sense of self. So I decided I was going to go do something I'd never done and go have fun. So I took a sexy dance class with Aisha Francis. When I tell you I had a ball, dancing around, channeling my inner diva, honey, and just being at one with the dance and just feeling beautiful and wanted, in spite of not getting most of the things right, in my opinion, but it was still so beautiful. And I think not only did it benefit me, but the people around me afterwards were like, oh, it's so inspired, you're so beautiful, you're brave. These are the things that people said to me. Didn't feel particularly brave, but I guess looking back at the time, it was a big thing to do. But what it did is it touched my heart in such a way that I just had such enjoyment at just moving my body. I had a yoga teacher who would say, do things. Okay, she would pick hard yoga poses, and there would be sometimes people would roll their eyes or little groans or that sort of thing. And she would do these super hard poses, and she would say, have fun with it. And so why not? And if you fall over, what? I guess as long as you have insurance, right? The reframe is so important to reorganize your thoughts and actually speak with your tongue. Both your thoughts and your tongue are very important to your ability to create. I remember a reframe with Homer Simpson.
Bart said, "This is the worst day of my life." And Homer said, "This is the worst day of your life so far."
most of the things that we say out loud and in our heads are stories that we tell ourselves. So if you can quickly rejudge what you just said, sometimes you can redirect the energy of the thought or whatever you just spoke into the universe. Honor your desires. Now, if it's chocolate cake, you have to ask yourself, do I really need this chocolate cake? Do I really want this chocolate cake? Now, if you want the chocolate cake and it's not going to totally throw you down a rabbit hole, it's not holding you back, but maybe allowing you to feel a little bit more joy in a certain time because life is sweet, then go for it. But if it's something that is going to make you feel a bunch of guilt and have you re-questioning yourself, if it's not authentic, if it is a replacement for passion or something like that, you can let that go. Find something else that really makes you come alive. When we practice these magical hacks daily, it causes us to show up as our authentic selves. How do you connect with your inner magic? Pop some positive ideas down in the comments. I'd love to hear how you connect with your inner magic mojo, what you've done to reconnect with your inner self. Smooches!
Thanks for watching, Infinite Beings. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, smooches!